Hey y'all, it's it's Cardinal Lawn Maintenance. I am back into landscaping and lawn care. So, yes, and I am currently eating dinner right now. Um I just figured I would just go ahead and go live right now. I just figured I would just go ahead and get the show on the road so I don't have to do it at 7 o'clock. So I just figured this is what I would do. Is just go ahead and go live. Right now, I'm eating some mashed potatoes, broccoli, and meatloaf with some ketchup. And I am going back to landscaping. So this will actually be continue going until I'm in my um, 30s and then, or my 80s. But I'm actually doing cowboy stuff part time. And so, with that all being said, I'm going to go back to doing lawn care because lawn care is something that I actually appreciate doing and it's fun. Okay, it's fun to run all this equipment. It's fun to do what I like to do. It's also it doesn't get frustrating because of the landscaping and lawn caring, but you're going to have to rake leaves, all that stuff. But if it's a lot of leaves, it's good fertilizer for the grass. You can just put mulching blades or whatever on the lawnmower or whatever maybe, um, and stuff like that. A little bit after my dinner, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go sit on the front porch and stuff like that. Um, and just YouTube is something that I'm always going to be doing, and it's also going to be about lawn care, Cardinal, and stuff like that. I have shirts, but they say Cardinal Roofing instead of uh, lawn care, but I can get shirts made that says Cardinal lawn care maintenance. So, or lawn maintenance. So it's just the main reason of the lawn care and stuff like that. And it's just lawn care is just something that I'm good at, like taking care of weeds, blowing. It's pretty much of everything. And like I said, landscaping is fun. It's just something that I got to stick with and all that good stuff. As of right now, I'm not even really sure where my uncle is. I don't know where my uncle Jeff is, but it's got to be it's got to be a miracle whenever you go from being a cowboy or being what you want to do, but you also want to be able to take care of lawns and make the money that you need to make for that. And I'm going to go back to doing landscaping because I want a lawn mower. I want a zero turn mower. And with that all being said, is zero turn mowers are fun because you got that little And lawnmowers to me are almost like cars. It's a lot simpler whenever you have things like that, and it's just really really simple. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do and make the make the best of it. You just gotta make the best of doing what you do and what you're trying to do and stuff like that. And if there's anything that I can help with, you guys can just comment down in the comment, section, whatever it may be. But again, I'm just sitting here on my floor eating dinner. But then as soon as I'm done with my dinner, I'm going to the front porch and I'm going to talk a little bit about what you want to take care of. But basically, what you want to take care of is lawn care and stuff like that, and having a pretty much of a pretty good business going. And pretty much with lawn care, I got a good business. And I do love my business. Business is business and always will be business. You want to get yourself a truck and you want to get yourself a trailer. That's what you want to start out with. Do that, or you also want to start out with having a bike with a trailer behind it and starting out with small, like weed eater and blower, and then moving up to a lawnmower. And I will mention that as of right now, I have a lawnmower, but it's an electric push mower. But then I want to move up to gas powered, stuff like that. Get me a nice little orange triangle that, and put it on the back of the lawnmower and go to job to job. But, I also want to get a wagon to put behind the lawnmower and go to job to job. And you can make pretty much good money. I've done it. I really have done it. It ain't like it's really simple. You want to make sure you got steel-toed boots for job to job to job. Or you can wear tennis shoes. I've done that. Then what I did was I saved up money for brand new work boots and just pretty much wore work boots to the job to job to job. But you also want to make sure that whenever you're working, you're making that good money and saving it up for whatever you may be, like groceries, stuff like that. There's just certain things that you want to make sure you're saving up for. No telling what it may be. But everything can be simple. Not hard, but it can be simple. It's, you know, and I do want to get hats made that says Cardinal Lawn Service or Lawn Maintenance, something like that, But, lawn maintenance is something that you're going to want to follow up with and possibly making sure that it's, the right thing for you and that you're wanting to do. But getting hat getting hats made, that's whatever you may need. But you want to look into it, you know what I mean? So it's just a simple thing. Start out slow and then move up to whatever it is that you are wanting to do. Landscaping is to me is pretty easy. It's the best thing that I could start out with and do. I'm finishing up my dinner here, and then we're going outside. But yeah, so lawn maintenance is the best thing that you want to basically work with. And you don't want to wear 13 something jackets. You only need one because it's not like you're in Alaska or Canada. So, and I'm doing a part time job. We always got time for that. So, you know, it's a, there's always time to be a cowboy. There's always time to be a rancher, a ranch hand. So, I'm just going to go back into doing landscaping and lawn care for right now until things actually happen and go down right. So, and if I don't follow up with being um, a ranch hand or anything like that, then But see, here's the thing about whatever it is that I've done. Okay, now somebody's gonna entertain. I got music playing in the background here from rednecks. Come on, turn it off. Turn it off. Thank you. Anyway, I'm not trying to get copyrighted here on this YouTube live already. For starters. Okay, so um, as of right now, gonna be doing some landscaping and stuff. Just because I did not qualify, okay, for being on a ranch or being a cowboy. So the thing is with that is I went and got blood work done, okay? And with that being said here, okay, um, they took my blood and it come back negative, okay, for being a cowboy. It come back positive for being a landscaper. So here I am being a landscaper now today and going back to it. And the doctor told me that I can't switching back and forth anymore. So I have to stick with a career. And that career that I got to stick with, doing yard work. It's kind of sad to the channel, but it's Cardinal lawn maintenance. And so anybody that's wanting Cardinal lawn maintenance to come to their house and do some yards, give me a call. Give me a holler. Number will be out there within today. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the number right now, and if you guys are wanting a phone number and stuff like that, it will be out there. And so it is what it is. Cardinal Lawn Maintenance is my name. As of right now, it's no longer Joe Money's Lawn Care because somebody bought that company. Someone bought that company out from underneath my toes, and now it's not even Joe Money's Lawn Care. Okay? It wasn't Jeff. It wasn't any of my family members. It was a friend of mine, and that friend of mine, his name goes out to Chris Urich. He bought it out from underneath my feet, and it was and Jeff wants to say it was me, but no, it wasn't him. He doesn't do lawn care. He doesn't do none of that, and he doesn't really phase me. What phases me is that I can't be a cowboy because I did not qualify for it. What I qualified for was this landscaping. So here I am with Cardinal landscaping, lawn care, whatever. So today, starting right now on this YouTube live, if you guys are wanting my phone number and you guys are interested, you guys can give me a call. Let me go into my settings here and you guys will have my number. Those of you that say, oh, I would never give my phone number out, whatever. Well, you know what? This is my business. I do what I do. And if there's those of you that are wanting Cardinal lawn maintenance to come and knock on your door for lawn maintenance or whatever, for mulching, whatever it may be, leaf cleanups, tree cleanups, whatever, I do it all. Phone number is 813-497-3970. Okay. And again, 813-497-3970. You guys can contact me at that phone number, at this cell, and I can come out and give you a quote on whatever it may be. I use a weed eater, a backpack blower. They're both echoed, and stuff like that. I have a shirt that says Cardinal, but it says Cardinal Roofing. That is not my business. Um, Never was. I just have the shirt. As of right now, I'm going to get new shirts made that says Cardinal Lawn Maintenance with my name and phone number on it, and that is my company name. So I'm the real deal. If you guys want me to come and give you a quote or whatever it may be, just give me a call. I do it all. I'll get even if you guys need gutter clean outs, I'll get up on a roof and clean out those gutters with my backpack blower. Just you got to have a ladder within reach and with eye contact. That's the main thing with that is that you always want to have eye contact when it comes to talking to uh, a client or whatever it may be. Okay. I've had clients multiple times that don't even want you on their property. They don't even want to, do anything with you. They don't want you there or anything like that. They just don't want you. But you know what? That's 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 the Lord. They're telling you, "Oh, yeah, your money ain't for you. Oh, this ain't that." You're out there trying to bust your hind end and trying to make some money and all that other good stuff. And here I am eating after I ate dinner. Right here, I am outside after I just finished eating my macaroni or whatever it was on this YouTube live, which was really mashed potatoes and uh, meatloaf with some broccoli. Pretty darn good. Hopefully, there's some that I can have for leftovers in the morning because leftovers are good for you too. And that's another thing. I'm gonna also try to get jackets made for this landscaping company business, whatever. So, and so with that all being said, you got to do what you got to do the lawn maintenance, whatever, take care of people's lawns, weed pull, whatever. The only thing I do not do is Roundup. So I do not weed kill unless it's an emergency. If it's an emergency and they really want their grass or weeds, killed, I do it. But I do not do that. And if you guys pick up fertilizer or whatever, I do not mess with it. You guys, the clients have to do that, just because I just don't mess with fertilizer or anything like that. But if you got mulch, I charge by the bag. Same with dirt, charge by the bag. And with rocks, I charge by whatever it may be. I charge by that. It don't matter what it is, what it may be. I just charge by the bag, whatever it is. Uh, it's just what I do and what I'll continue doing. But you also want to make sure that you have a truck and trailer, or any type of vehicle with a trailer. It doesn't have to be a truck. Doesn't have to be a car. It could be a bike. That's how I started out, is with a bike and a trailer and stuff like that. Until this day, I still use my bike and trailer. But with that all being said, I call my bike a truck because it hauls a trailer. So, you guys can use your imagination too, to where, whatever. But maintain it. Maintain a lane is maintain a lane. But I also have a horn that goes on my bike, and that's how I maintain everything, is right there. I'll get on my bike, whatever it may be, whatever it takes, and do lawns that way. But you also have to just be kind to one of another. You can't be rude to one of another. Okay? If they don't want something done within that matter, don't touch it. If they want it done, then do it. But there's a difference. And also, don't try killing plants. Don't try doing anything that the client may not want or anything like that. Okay? That's just the one thing from another thing. That main company, okay, that main company will fire you. And as of right now, I'm my own boss. So if I was to hire somebody as of right now and they didn't want to come into work, I would fire them right there. So it's just the one thing after another thing. But the main thing about this ranch, you got to do what you got to do with it. You know what I mean? Because I stand right here and I'm going to stand my ground, no matter what people say. Okay? Oh, you ain't this. Oh, you ain't that. Oh, you ain't this. Oh, you ain't that. Stay out of my business there. Okay? And I got animals and I got all that. I got dogs. I got cats. You know. But within the landscape and contact, because this is the content of the landscape and business, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, go knock on doors, do something within your lifetime or whatever it may be. So within that concept, you just got to make time for somebody. You got to make time for them. If they got to make time for you, you got to make time for them. Oh, I can bark like a dog. Oh, I can do this. Yeah, we can all do that. Oh, we can all meow like a cat. It's bad enough. My uncle says that when I play a guitar, that I sound like I'm playing a cat. Meow, meow. No, I don't. I don't sound like a cat when I play a guitar. Never do. I'm the best guitar player there is. The best one you'll ever find. The best one you'll ever find, man. I'll go stand on the sidewalk right now up by a darn gas station playing a tune. And I guarantee you I'll get probably 25 cents out of playing a guitar. Or probably $100 bill playing a guitar. I'm a real good guitar player, all right? I don't play like a cat or like I'm scratching a cat or anything like that. But check my blood work. The landscape and contact here is what I do. So, but I'm a really good guitar player, always will be, and stuff like that. And I just ain't got the time to play right now. But I mean, I'm a good one. I'm a good one. I'm a dandy. All right. And I don't horse around when it comes to whatever. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. I got my phone on vibrate though, but I just seen my phone was ringing. Give me y'all a second here. Hello? This is Cardinal. Yeah, this is Cardinal, lawn maintenance. Yeah, I can do your yard. Tomorrow? I mean, my company just opened up, but yeah, I can do this. Where at in the acres are you? Awesome, awesome. Okay, I could do you at 10:30 a.m. because I'm normally up about 7. I just gotta have my cup of coffee and whatever. My coffee is soda, but I just gotta I gotta get up and make that. But yeah, this is Cardinal. Yeah, business name is Cardinal Lawn Maintenance. Right. Yeah, this is Cardinal Lawn Maintenance. My first name is Jonathan. Last name is Dasher. Spelled the same way as the reindeer. Okay, so you're just like on the back side of the house or whatever. Maybe. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 10:30. Yep, with my truck and trailer. Yes, sir. Uh, all right. Catch y'all later, man. Uh, if you're wanting mulch laid, that's I charge by the bag. Yes, sir. Nope, I don't charge by the hour. I just charge by the bag. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And can I get your name real quick? All right, Mr. David. I'll talk to you soon, man. Appreciate you. All right. See ya. Bye. Adios. Bye. All right. So I got my first job there. All right. That's how you got to do business right there. Okay. That's right there how you got to do business and everything like that. See, when you work a business, that's how you got to answer a phone and stuff like that. And you just got to go with it. You can't go and say, "Oh, hello, get off my line." Beep. You can't do that. Okay, you got to be nice to people. If you're nice to people, they're nice to you. There's a difference on that. Okay, so especially if you're going from a one way street to a down low street. Okay, so it just shows in your blood work what you're doing for a living. And I'm actually, if you ask me right now tonight, Mr. Jonathan, why are you going back to landscaping? Well, like I said at the very beginning of this YouTube live, why I'm going back to this landscape business is because I want to buy a zero turn and get a orange triangle and put it on the back of the lawnmower, get a wagon, put all my weed eating stuff and blower in the back of it, and go to job, 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 job. Make some thousands of dollars going like that. I could just throw the bike away, throw the trailer away, and I could take that lawnmower and that wagon with the weed eater and the blower, that lawnmower, and go knock out some yards. That easy. So, and of course, ride it on the side of the road, so that way when I get pulled over, all I gotta do is tell the cop, "Oh, I'm going to do some yards." There you go. But I have the brilliant idea though. If I have an orange triangle on the back of that lawnmower, ain't no cop gonna bother me. I guarantee you. Because I'm just a lawn guy doing what I got to do, lawn care. Okay? I might not be Larry the Cable Guy, but I mean, I kind of want to be like him and have my own comedy show. And if I can do anything I put my mind to. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't nobody going to stop me in this world. So, kind of like, oh, I do what I want. You're exactly right. I do what I want. I'm a cowboy. I'm this and that. But I did not qualify to be a cowboy according to my blood work. The only thing that I tested positive for, landscaping. So it's in my blood, and I got to be able to do it. I got to stay to doing it. I can't say, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. But I can when I turn 30 years old or 80. Then I can be whatever it is I want to be, riding a horse, doing whatever I want to do. So ain't nothing gonna stop me, whether or not I can do this, whether or not I can do that. What am I gonna do? Oh, this is Arby's. Welcome to the drive-thru. How can I help you? No. What am I gonna do? Act like I'm a crippled person and go smacking crippled person around? Pah! What are you doing? Hey, I'm crippled. Nah. Lord Jesus, Lord help me. Amen. But I love life. Life loves me. Jesus loves me. God loves me. Even though Jesus died for our sins. Not a whole lot of people know that. And we do what we can. And I'm going to tell you as of right now, uh-oh, okay, kind of like what my uncle likes to do is take screenshots of the YouTube live and then take the picture and then send it to everybody to where all it looks like is that I'm throwing up on the YouTube live. That ain't true, okay? I didn't do that. Not on the YouTube. My YouTube is perfectly fine. He just likes to take screenshots and that's about it. Okay? He yawns like that on a YouTube channel. Anyway, this is a YouTube live on whatever it is. But catch you on the flip side. It's about 6:03. Y'all have a good one. Actually, I could stay on here a little while longer. I could end this at like 6:13 or 6:30. 6:13. What am I doing? 6:13 for? Sometimes I feel like I'm an old man. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, there's days that I am an old man. I've had me a pretty much. I had me a long day. Okay, I maintenance my weed eater. What I did was I took it apart and cleaned it. You know, then I went out and took care of the blower. I fixed it, cleaned it, and did what I could. Then after that, I put it all back together like it wasn't nothing. It was like a puzzle. Puzzle's been solved. So, you know, what you're trying to do here is say, "Oh, this is depressing." No, not necessarily. Okay, what's depressing is you trying to be like me, but you ain't gonna be like me. Cardinal freaking lawn care maintenance something or other. Okay, so it's where you got to maintenance lawns. You got to know how you're doing it, how the yard's gonna look. What you don't want to do when you go to yards and lawns is put your lawnmower deck all the way down as far as it'll go and then start cutting. You don't want to do that because you know why? You'll make your clients will make you to where you're not allowed to come back. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, so you want to cut it at like a 2 or a 3 or 4 whatever. Not when it goes way down, because to where it just mows the dirt. You don't want to do that. Plus, you want to walk the yard. Okay, that's another thing. You want to make sure you walk the yard and make sure you're not going to run nothing over and all that other stuff. My Uncle Jeff, he thinks that he can be a landscaper, but for him, I'm not going to hire him, because you want to know why? Because he'll drop the deck all the way down to where he'll just mow the dirt, and I can't have one of my clients fire me or fire him because he doesn't know how to mow a lawn. And there's a mowing type of game on the PS5 that he likes to play, and he'll mow that lawn on that game to where it's down to nothing. But you can't do that in real life, because if you do that in real life, they're just going to get mad at you, and the clients are just going to fire you. I know what I'm talking about, because I've been in this darn landscaping business for 22 years now. Now that I'm back into it, it's been 22 years. So it's what you got to do and what you got to qualify for. And what you also don't want to do is blow leaves, or I mean, blow the grass after you cut on a pool deck, and then blow them into the pool. Because if you do that, the pool's going to turn nasty, and that's what they like to call algae. Okay, you'll get all kinds of algae, and it turns the pool green. And then you got to get a pool guy to come out and fix it and everything else. You don't want to do that. Okay. And weed eating and stuff like that, it gets dark throughout the week, and and everything like that. Now, you also, if you want to hear a weed eater start, I can put on my shoes right now and go and rub her up and then shut her off as fast as I can with a backpack blower on my bike. But the backpack blower is like a commercial graded. And I got an Echo shirt. I can show that to you. It's bright green. I'm going to be wearing it in this landscaping business. It's long sleeve. Every lawn care person needs to have long sleeve. Um, and stuff like that. They even wear white t-shirts. The landscapers wear white t-shirts. That's what I wear, is white t-shirt, plain white, and stuff like that. And then they just get washed, and then they get reworn and stuff like that. But you learn from stuff that's in landscaping. Now let me go in there, and I'm going to show you the blow. I'm going to show you the blower, and I'm going to show you the weed eater. So I'm not going to crank them up tonight because it's almost dark, and I don't want to make the neighbors mad. But what I am going to do is go out to the shed, pull them out, show them to you, and be done with them. There's actually one logo on the blower that actually matches my shirt. What I'm going to do is show you the shirt now, so I ain't got to do it when I come back in. And I have a shirt that says Cardinal, but it says Cardinal Roofing. It doesn't have my business name on it yet, but it will. I will get a shirt that says it. So here's the Echo shirt. Right there. And I got it from a lawnmower dealership. And then the same logo that's on the front is on my blower. I'm an Echo man. Let's get this going. So let me go out. Let me get my shoes. Where's my slides? They might already be out the back door. So if they're already at the back door, let's go to the back door. Oh, another thing. When you're in landscaping, get yourself a pair of steel-toed freaking shoes, oil and oil slip resistant. Um, cool. And the one other thing is if you're out there all day in the heat, get you a fan. It just goes up and around your neck, and you can just enjoy the heat while you're working. Pretty cool. With some Bluetooth earbuds, safety glasses, jeans, and the boots that I showed you, and you'll be out there. Ball cap, all that other stuff. Um, Tomorrow, I should be back on here tomorrow to show you what I wear whenever I'm on a daily work day within the landscaping company and business. But yeah, a fan is what you need. Um, Power button's there and it recharges. So it is a fan. It just blows cold air on you. Don't need it now because it's wintertime and there's nothing growing. But when you're in the summertime, the best thing to use is an air operated fan. Let's go out to the shed and get to the bottom of the echoes. Let's do this. Let's get this going. Let's go ahead and set you right here on the 3-wheel bike. It's going to be a little sideways here. So the Echo 225, and it runs like a champ, almost like it ain't never ran before. And it is a switch operated, gas operated. Now we're moving on to the blower. And again, that same logo that was on the Echo shirt, that's on the blower. Blower itself, and there's that X. And there you go. In case you guys never seen before, the fan is on the inside, and it just blows in your back. It feels so good. So there's the Echo there. Lightweight. Normally on a day-to-day shift, I wear the one strap. But if I'm on like a big yard, then I wear 2 straps. It even says Echo at the very end. And this is a commercial graded backpack blower. And again, just so you guys can see the X again, that was on my shirt, is on the back of the engine. Pretty lightweight, pretty good for on a day-to-day shift. Now I'm going to go put this back in the shed. If you're wondering how you turn it off, there's a switch right here. There's cruise control and all that stuff, but to turn it off, you go upward with it. It goes like that. Cruise control is downward. But yeah, not much to it. Better than a Husqvarna. Husqvarna I'll never buy again. Piece of garbage. I forgot to mention, if I get a zero turn, I got a big cast can. I'm ready. And if I didn't mention, back to the weed eater, this is a speed feed head. And what that means is you hold one end and you wind it. It's a speed feed. What I was trying to do today was take the guard off, but then I decided not to because over the time, this will snap. So I just decided to leave the guard on. Some guys that I landscape with, or that I did landscape with within the past before I retired to be a cowboy, they had their guard off. I'm not taking my guard off just because the shaft will snap if I do that. And say, if there's rain or anything coming, you don't want to be holding this while weed eating because it's a metal shaft, and this is actually dangerous to be holding if there's thunder and lightning. And yes, like my uncle said, I got a bad case of diabetes. And there's no such thing as diabetes because I don't lie. But holding a shaft like this will electrocute you and shock you. And let me just go ahead and tell you that this has been a good day because I'm actually on here right now and you guys are propped up on my bike. The trailer's back there, towards the back, far back. And this right here is just a metal shed that's rusted, as you can tell. But that's where I store all my weed eaters, blowers, and all that. And the trailer will be the bike and the trailer setup would be whenever, and with the tools on it. That would be a good video to show. But as of right now, we're going back in the house, and I'm probably going to get on GTA. So those of you that have watched me tonight and that were on here, the only person that I see is number 1, which was Jeff. But again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more live videos. And stay strong, live strong, keep working, keep making money, boys. Talk to y'all later. Cardinal out.